Hi everybody, hope you're all well. Mindful Moodling will be starting in a few minutes. Well, you know how early I am. Anyway, just bear with me, the video's about to start soon. Thanks, bye. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, how are we all? Happy Easter. Although I don't really know what that means, but never mind. Each to their own. Good afternoon, everybody. Great to be here. Thought we could have a little chill together. I'm using some brown paper, but I've put the templates in the page if you wish to do it yourself. I just like brown. I just think it's wonderful. So I've got some, I've got blender, watercolour, it doesn't really matter. I've got white pencil, ordinary pencil, white pen, black pens. That's what I've got. Oh no, not that. Don't need that. And that. I've also got a template, but it doesn't really matter. You don't really need a template if you don't want to. I'll show you how to draw one, but it's just the easiest form. And I wanted to create something quite okay. It's Easter. People like to do Easter bunnies and Easter things, but maybe thinking more decorative. So that's what I've got. I've got grey paper. Grey? No, I haven't. I've got black paper in case. Just, I don't know whether black or brown. I just think we'll go with brown. Anyway, let's have a quick look and see who is here today. Hello, Denise. Hello, Facebook user. Hi, Bear. Hi, Carol, Facebook user. So, woo. Come on, I'm trying to catch up with me. Hello, Facebook user. Let's see if there's anyone else. Hello, Mary. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Karen. Hope you're okay. Happy chocolate egg season. Oh, well, that's a different one, isn't it? Oh, I'm so excited for tonight. I've got one of my Shiro. I met her a few times, but I love Anna Dabrowski, aka Finnabar. What a coup! What a coup! I'm just so happy that we've got a wonderful lady that she is. So I've got this shape. It's like an egg, but it's actually an oval. So if you don't want to use an oval per se or an egg, use an oval, okay? Or you can use other things as well. You don't have to use this. You can use a circle. You can do anything really. So just whatever you fancy. This is actually card, so it's got a little bit of a different feel to it, but that's okay. So if you wanted to do something bigger than this, cool. I'm just going to check out the size of it actually, just so. Oops, sorry. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't like doing it that way though. I do and I don't. Sorry. You know what I'm like. I plan ideas and then they get thrown out of the blooming window. I'm just looking at that. Quite like that. As if you've got a scan and cut or anything like that, you could do this. So I'm just going to go outline it, right? Just to check. I can rub it out if I don't like it. Now I'm just thinking, let me just try and get this straight. It won't happen at the moment because I'm not in the zone of it. You could almost have it on a stand, but it looks like a person now, doesn't it? So I've got the shape sort of right, so I'm going to go with this. Now, if you want to draw one, let me just show you how it's easy to draw one. I might use a white pencil for this just to make it a little bit easier. If you can, yeah, you can see. So we've got our sort of shape. That's per se. So you start the bottom, okay, like that. Join a line at the top, like that. So halfway, like that. Top, halfway. Keep that motion going. And then you've got your egg. And you can sort of widen it then if you want. So is that okay? Does that give you an okay sort of guideline to how to draw? It's very easy. Nothing to it. Don't let anyone tell you any different. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hi, Terry. Hi, Susan. Mara, hope I've Beverly, hi. So yeah, so you've got that shape, which is a beautiful shape, or you've got the oval shape, whichever you choose to do. What I do need to do is darken the pencil I'm using because I think this is not grabbing as much as I want. So this is when different weights of pencil come in. You know what I mean? They come in very handy. So I'm going to go in now, and I'm going to use a 0.3, and I'm going to go in with a pen. So I'm just going to put this here. Take your time. When you're using a template like this, you must go in at a 45-degree angle, because if you go in straight, the side of your pen, and I've just done it now. Can you see? Does that. So just be mindful. It doesn't really matter to me because I don't care, do I? Rachel! Hey, Sam, you okay? Right, so we've got our little person. Don't whether I like that one actually better. Do you know what I mean? Use lot choose. That one, A or B? A or B? Can you see that better? Or that better? I don't know, because that's not an egg shape, is it? It's an oval. And that's more of an egg shape. Sue says, white one. Okay, Sue. I'm just going to get the line in then. Okay, now I'm really conscious that it looks really lopsided, so what I'm going to do is do my little trick there. Okay, so I've got that one. Now, I only did this because some people won't have a template. Some people will be worried about how to draw it. I put the templates on in case, but if I've got a printer, then all you do is get them up on your computer screen, get a piece of copy paper and trace them off. And jobs are good one. So there you go. That's a bit more of a, oh wow, that's a bit of a dodgy one, isn't it? But we'll make it right. We'll make that right. Okay, I'm just turning. I've got some reason. That's exactly what I was doing. Right. Is it better with A or B? A or B? Right. Yeah, it does look good with frame, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to lay out a pattern here. So I'm going to go straight in with pen. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a bump. I hope people are joining in. A bump. All right. And then I'm going to do another bump. Looks like a nipple, but it's not a nipple, honestly. And do one there. And do one there. Oh, I hope people are doing it with me, because otherwise I sound like an idiot. Right. So then, if you're a bit dodgy about where to go, put another line in. Okay, it really doesn't matter. I think what I'm going to do is, as I work on this shape, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. It is a lovely spring day, Patricia. Absolutely beautiful. It really fills my heart with joy. So here, I'm really taking my time today because I want to enjoy it with you. Okay. So I'm going up, rounding the edge and back down. Up, rounding the edge. Really enjoying every single pen stroke. Every single pen stroke. Up, round, and down. And it's like a soldier bond, where it's the bricks. you know, like on a brick wall. Okay, so we've got that. Oh, it's got to be Emma, that. Emma, that. Oh, my goodness me, Emma. Stop there. Whoa. Blooming heck, that's rubbish. It's funny, but rubbish. Right, so I've got that. Okay. Now I'm going to look at creating a little bit more on it because it doesn't look as, you know, as nice as we could. So just put 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and then a big long line. Oh, sorry, you didn't see it. So I'll do it again here. 1, 2, 3, and then this one here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like that. So we've got like a little bit of pincer. Don't even know what's this going on with this nail varnish. Right. So next, let's go for something else to add around it. So I'm going to just put now. I've got a tendency to go off on one. It starts nice, and then by the end of it, it's all lopsided. So start from both ends, and then you get the same at both. Because if you don't, you end up like it's a bit like your fringes. So I'm just going to put here some little dots. Now you don't have to do this now. It's just I'm faffing. Get there. So I'll bring that up for you. Oh, stop! Stop with stitching. Yes, I know. Stop it. Stop it. I'm just going to add that because it's proper doing me head in. Proper doing me head in. That's better. So just while I'm here, now a little trick, right? Okay, let me show you. Oh, I ain't got one now. Blooming heck. I'll do one here. Say I've got that and I've gone like that. Yeah, make that into your design. And now you can't see it. So what we do is we use the lines as the design. So we're not dictated. We are dictated to a point of what we do, but the other point is we are embracing what we do. There's no mistakes. Hey, Patricia, it might be better without sound with me, you know. So got this one. I'm actually really liking this one. So here, what I want to do is I'd love to do another one. One. And I'm going to just put here a perpendicular line. It's not going to stay there. It's just so I know. Okay, so I'm looking at that gap. It's about right, isn't it? Doesn't have to be perfect because never do. So here we do our nipple and do each one. And our nipple. That looks more like an angel, doesn't it? So let's do this. So we're making it fit the space, which I find wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So here, what we're going to do is start here, okay? Because if we don't, that could be weird. So we're going to have one. Let's do another line. Like that. Let me put it in white for you. Sorry. Yep, we've got that line. Oh, that's proper wonky. Right, like that. So we know that that is going to be midline. Oh, stop it! Emma! Stop it with rubbish jokes. Gosh, if they didn't love you, I'd be blocking you. Right. Nipple. Oh, sorry. What I did was, I'll do it in pencil. So we need one sort of coming here, one here. So it looks like we've got another one there. And if we just do it like that, what we're going to do is end up with a sort of, this is how I draw my patterns actually. Do you get me? So I've got the now. So that one's there. That one's there. Ha ha ha. That's it. That one's there. That one's there. Can you see pattern forming? So we've got one in the middle. That's that one. One there. And there. If this end, it doesn't matter if it's not right, and I'm trying to make it right. So the first one we're going to do is up, wiggle, 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 wiggle down. This is a wiggle. Hi, Julie. I'm going to fill the space, I think. Yeah. And it doesn't matter. Seriously doesn't matter, because I want to get on drawing. Now, what I've done here, so put one there. Get me? So if you make a... That's it. So it's quite Art Deco, really. Get me? That is so uneven. That white line is, anyway. When I take it away, you'll probably see it's not that bad with the drawing. Right, now I'm going to get rid of all rubbishy lines so we can see what we're drawing. Now it looks better, doesn't it? Okay, so we've got like a repeated pattern, but now like a Mendy style as well, which I always think it's I'm just looking at these comments. You're a lot. You're a lot. Right. I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw something in the middle. I've posted there. If anyone's interested in stitching, let me know, and I'll post you a link to where I get my stitch bank from. It's the best in the world. Seriously, best in the world. People don't always know about it, but it's an amazing tool, and it's just stunning. It really is. So if you want to know about stitching, like some people are interested in what I've been doing, then please just let me know, because I have got a wonderful resource there. Right, so I'm just going to put one there. Come on, back. Get down, Shep. Right. Oh, stop. Wiggling. Right. Perfect. So I've got like 3 lines. Stop there with your gussets and flaps. Diane. Happy Easter, Diane. Don't go. Don't go. Oh, you got distracted. Oh, that didn't take much, did it? Getting distracted. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. That old chestnut. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a whatnot in here. A whatnot. So I'm going to put in these circles. Or do I put them in? Right, okay. I'm not going to put them in yet. I'm going to put these in. So I've got a line down middle and a line here. Okay. That's really bad. About there. I'm letting you to all my secrets. Right, can you see that? I'm going to get, I know it sounds daft this, but I'm going to adopt a stitch because I've made a stitch with my name and I'm going to put it into the Royal School of Needlework. And it's going to be called the ablution stitch. Right, so I might need to sort of puff these out a bit like that. So what we've got is we've got a circle with a diamond or square in the middle, and then these frilly bits here, and these frilly bits are going to be similar to that, like that. So I'm going to go in with the nipples or grommets, so whatever you want to call them, don't care, just they're like that, aren't they? We know that that's there, so I'm just going to go like that. Thank you so much, Rachel. Yeah, I've just put some free papers in the group, the Patreon group, for you to use as a thank you. They're my newest ones. Nobody's got them. And they're free to you for supporting me. Because as you know, I don't do much TV by choice. So I rely heavily on donations to keep me, because I don't have any income, I don't have benefits of any sort or like that. So I rely heavily on what people absolutely make donations to. So I've got that there, like that. Okay, so I want to do like a no, that's that. Why don't we do a about that and then add some stuff to it. Could do it like a forget me not. Right, I'm just going in with a pen. Right, so I've got an idea here where I just do a circle in the square, okay? And then I'm going to go trying to get as best in a little flower like a forget-me-not. You don't have to do this. But then I get a rounded egg or stretched egg or teardrop. Don't really matter. They're all different shapes and sizes. It's a bit like us. We've got that there. And then what I'm going to do here is perhaps do, I don't know, should I do that one? I'll do it in pencil first, just see if it works okay. So here, we'll do half that way. Do you get me? That way. Easter egg. It's not Easter egg, it's Fabergé egg or whatever. So that's half. So it'd be that's right. So that's half. That's half. Yeah, I'll do it like that. So we'll have, I think I'll make this a little bit different. So that it's similar. They look a bit strange, but they won't. Well, they will, but who cares? Who cares? Yeah, that's all right. That's nice. I might draw. Just drawing circles in here. Not drawn the circle for that one yet, but so here I'm just filling with the. Why did I do that? So here, just filling in. Don't really care. That's it. It looks a bit odd, but what I can do is just put wibbly wobblies. Lovely. Makes it more. I'm wondering whether I'll just draw it, get rid of it. I like it without the circle. I think that's quite nice, don't you? Do you like that? Yes. Be good, that, wouldn't it? Be really good. Right, okay, so we just need something that's going to, and I'm going to go with your idea. It's got to be Emma. Is it Emma? Yeah, it is Emma. So what I'm going to do is, I could do like a marquisite cut or a diamond or a shape. So let's go with a briole or a pear shape. And you could even, I mean, there's a way of doing this, and this is really cheesy, but we used to do like drop in the same shape and then put, and that could be your facets if you want. You know, all depends on whether you want that design. And here we'll just drop in. Now what we could do is either have it going upright or to the outside, but quite like the idea of trying it out. That's too big, that's better. So I like the idea of dropping that in fatter there, that there. Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to go with the pen. So take your time. Make things fit. It looks wobbly. It looks wobbly. Oh, what's coming out of that now? Put an edge on that. Put an edge on that. And this one is coming out of the corner. What's coming out of the corner? Wonderful. Let's get there. Let's get ready to rumble. Oh, I like that. Isn't that gorgeous? I really like that. I shouldn't say that either. So I'm going to go in with colours. Right. Let's talk about mental health. It's okay to have a bad day. Oh, have you, Terry? Thank you. Now remember, everybody is different, right? And if you feel that you're in a place or in your head or physically, mentally, where you need space, then you need to give yourself space. I found that I get exhausted, mentally exhausted at certain times, and I now need to relearn the things that I had in place to stop that because of let it slip, and that's to shut the door or to give people back what they're giving me. And we used to call it, doing this module on the Institute of Leadership and Management at Harvard or whatever it's called, and it was about giving your monkey back. It's a bad saying, I know, but it's one that's actually on the sheets you get, and it was all about allowing yourself not to take on other people's monkeys. And my very good friend called Elaine at the monastery, they call it potato. She calls it potatoes. Get those potatoes off the back, which I think is actually quite nice. And you must stop yourself from taking those potatoes off someone else's back. And just recently, I need to do that. I need to stop, shut the door on him, not be nasty, or shut the door on it, and walk away without those persons, potatoes or monkeys. And it's hard to do, but it's very, very, it's so needed for your health. So yeah, it was quite a hard thing to do if you want to be helping people all the time, but you've got to do it. Self-preservation. So I'm going to copy this here. Nipple, please. Thank you. So I really needed to say that you must shut that door. There's also things called emotional vampires, and they just suck the living daylights out of you. So be careful. Doesn't stop you from being who you are, and it just helps you to be a better person who you are. But that's only my opinion. It's not for, I'm not trying to be medical in any way. But yeah, I found that you have to make time to put your makeup on if you wear it. You have to make time to do stuff. You'll feel better when you do it. But you need to make sure that you also take your time to do stuff when you need to. That's so important. It might be having a wash, it might be having a shower, whatever, it doesn't matter. But that one achievement leads to another and another. Just allow yourself me time in whatever way you choose. You're not being naughty, you're not being selfish. In fact, how can you be helpful to others if you're knackered? You can't. Absolutely. It's really difficult sometimes, Terry. Really difficult. But you have to make them realise that it's their potatoes and you can't do anything. Literally, you cannot do anything. It's up to them. It's really weird, isn't it? Do you know what, Karen? I can tell you're not well. I can tell you're not well. Don't you do whatever you want. I personally just close the door softly. And the time it takes me to close the door, I've forgotten what I'm closing the door for. How do you do this when they've got no one else? I totally get that. I totally get that. You're not taking yourself away from the person, in my opinion. What you're doing is you're saying, no, I'll always be here. Always be here. Absolutely. This is only me. I'll always be here. Always, always, always. But that's your potatoes that you have to sort out. I'll help you, but I won't do it. I'll help you 100%. I'll never go away from you. But you have to sort that out, and I'll help you to sort it out. But you have to sort it out because it's not in my remit, it's beyond my control. You only control what you do and say. You only control those things. You can't control other people, so you can't make them better. You can support them, but you can't do it for them unless it's literally they have to have the support. That's different. So, in my opinion, it's an horrible saying, but it's true. Cruel to be kind, because you've got to say, "Look, sorry, I'm going to be here all the time. I'll never not try and help you." But at the end of the day, it's got to be you who does it. It's a bit like packing and smoking, isn't it? You can't do that for someone else. They've got to do it. But you'll support them, but you can't do it. Right, the thing is, Bev, I agree. Sometimes I totally get you. Yeah, Rachel, me and you both. We love our quiet time together. Sometimes we don't even talk, do we? But that's exactly what we need at that time. You're not allowing to take other people's. Absolutely, Beverly. If you give them a deadline and say, I can do it then by the time you get to do that with them, they've probably done it themselves, you see. Because a lot of people rely on people to do stuff when they're quite able. But I'm reading a book that Rachel's recommended, but that's like childish, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, they're an adult. If they're in the capacity to do it and have the capacities to do it, I'm not saying this about emotional intelligence or physical or mental ability. That's different. That is totally different. I'm talking about when people, you need to stop. You need to stop for yourself and for them. So what I'm doing here now, sometimes it's like, so what I'm doing here, sorry, is putting some black elements in, just some darker colours. Sometimes though, it's hard to shut that door, but you have to close one page to open another, don't you? And that's what I've been working on at the moment, like allowing myself to shut that door, but not be nasty about it. Shut one door, allowing another to come through. Yeah, absolutely. That's the one. I didn't know whether or what you wanted me to say. Growing yourself back up. There's a couple of people I know who are very intelligent people who have passed that on to Rachel. Very emotionally intelligent, as well as intelligence in all its form, but emotionally intelligent. And they too are very, very astute. Sometimes you can, like me, be in tune with people's feelings. And sometimes, this is going to sound horrible, but I'm going to say it. Some people don't realise how toxic they are. and you have to get out because that toxicity sprays and spreads and infects, and it's not a nice toxicity at all. So just some little words for people. Absolutely, it isn't, Emma. And do you know what? It's difficult, isn't it? It's really difficult. But the support from groups like this is immense. You support each other, but you can't do it for them. And yes, Patricia, it is really difficult. And you've got to get over that barrier. Because if you're a giving person and they make you guilty, that says more about them and their needs. So when they're doing that to you, they're not really caring about you, are they? They're caring about themselves. But that's, Emma, I'm totally with you. You know, it's been hard and long, and I'm not going to say that you know exactly the same because I would never deem to say that. But we know how long it takes to be able to just get up sometimes. But it's okay to be like that as well. But no, there isn't support there, you know. But anyway, let's get on with our little drawing. So what I've done is I've got the shape, I've done the patterning in it, I've changed highlights and things. It's draining, totally draining. I hope I'm not being too draining by talking about it, but yeah, I just wanted to mention it because I feel like there's a lot of it about, and I'm really feeling it at the moment. And I'm very honest with you, you know that. So I'm going to put some white in now, and I'm just going to put some nice pattern in. And I'm just going to go on the inside of this. And when your white pen doesn't work, tickle the pen. Hardly use it on your paper. Emma told me this. And it works. It's like you're coaxing it out saying, pretty please, come out. I'm using one of the finer pens because it gives me a nicer line. Don't like that one, rub it out. You can rub it out as well because rubbing it out is removing the top layer. There we go, that's better. So we've got those. Just going to do the same here. Okay. Oh, I don't know who that is who's just said that. Absolutely, Bev. Absolutely. That's the hardest bit, you know, stopping yourself from doing it because you know you're going to do it quicker. Because what they're going to do, they'll all expect it, won't they? This comment, I'm sorry, I don't know, but thank you for being part of this safe space. That's exactly. It's not one of us, it's all of us. This is from Rachel. It is absolutely, absolutely. Because what you're doing then, that toxicity or that negativity is feeding to you, isn't it? It's feeding to you. And you're saying, okay, I agree. And then that nice mood you was in is suddenly replaced because you're feeding into it. And I have to suddenly, if someone starts being negative to me and says, you know what, leave it there because I actually like that person. And you'll find if you ask people, I've said it a lot, I don't care whether they like me. I really don't. And that's another big step, that learning. Don't worry about it because you can't control it. It's none of your business what people think. Your only business is your business. And that's why I get really upset with people when they start slagging people off online because that is absolutely nothing to do with anybody, especially not the person, unless they're breaking the law. Do you know what I mean? That's a bit different. But then a lot of that is done with malice. I've just told a lady on Etsy that she's been giving free classes and patterns out. And I was on Etsy, and some person, even using the same name, is selling the patterns. So what did I do? I went on and I told her, and I'm not telling her to get anything. I don't want anything. I just, as a designer myself, I am so upset by people doing that. But the only thing I can do is help try to stop it by us all being strong and saying no to it. And it's the same with negativity. Sorry if I'm going on today with my soapbox. I just feel it's really important that those negative things, we don't get them. Hi, Linda. Yeah, it's also okay not to say anything. That's another thing that's really important. You don't have to talk about it. Only you know when you want to talk about it, and that's cool. It's all okay. But you can't give someone else your potatoes. Get rid of them. You've got your own in your rucksack, as Elaine would say. So I agree with her totally. And reading that book, Growing Yourself Back Up, it's made me realise there's a difference between empathy and sympathy. Very, very interesting book. It's only an hour and 10 minutes and it's so worth it. It's a bit hard to get in because it's an old style, like, lecture, but it really is interesting. Thanks, Rachel, for telling me about it. Right, what I'm doing here now is putting some white lines in. It's true, isn't it? We are empathic sponges. I'm learning to zone it out. Rachel's helping me, and other people are helping me. But do you know what Barbara Gray once said to me? I think I've said it before, and it stuck with me. And that is, no is a sentence in its own right. You don't need to explain it, expand it. And it's true. No means no. You don't need to sort of say no because, no why. Just no. And we feel that sometimes we need to justify the reason for saying no. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's nothing to do with anybody else. If you don't want to do something, you don't do it. If you feel like you have to say something and make an excuse, you don't. You just say no and leave it at that. And if people want to know and you choose to tell them, that's different. That's very different. I don't want to dampen anyone in here now, so I'm going to stop and hope that yes, it is an answer. So I've got the white work, which I quite like at the moment. There's not enough done of it yet, but I'm going to go in with a what colour is that? That's not the one. Sorry, that was a bit sad. Sorry, that's my feather in the way there. My feather. Right, have to be this one then. So I'm going to get my pencil, okay? just in here. For those people who've just joined, there is a free pattern and template in my in the group, and it's for different size eggs. I mean, I at the beginning, if you go back to the first couple of minutes, I do actually show you how to draw a really easy oval. And there's an easier one than that, and that is draw it half, fold it. Well, thank you. It's been real. Right. I know what you mean. You'll find them when you've bought more. Thank you. Thank you. The decision is right. The decision is right because we don't trust our gut much. And if your gut says that's right, then it is right. Then you must do it for your own sanity. So what I've done, a little bit of dark in there, and then I'm just going to push in right near the centre of the flower. So when I'm drawing my stamps, this is how I basically do it. I used to do everything double, or now I do it slightly different so that I can get it nice and symmetrical. But yeah, I start with an idea. I start with some of the patterns that I've got in my own book, other books as well, don't get me wrong, but you must make them your own, and you must always say, like, if you've got inspired by, I think that's really important. Here I'm going to go just around here. Now, with this being, oh, I need that there. With it being an automatic pencil, oh, I don't. I'm just looking at that bit there. Oh, I can leave it. With it being an automatic pencil, it hasn't got much of a nib. So I'm just going to do it darker here and in here, not so much down here yet. Can you see? Now, if you feel, oh, it's your drawing might not look symmetrical, then this is the time that you can sort of add more lines. And if you want it to be wonky, put it wonky. Okay, get it in, get it wobbly. Life's good with a bit of a wobble. Like that. I went skip diving the other day. Couldn't get in the skip, I'm too fat. So I was wobbling on the edge. So I got someone else to do it. And then the security guards were coming out thinking I was stealing. But the person who owned the skip was in the skip getting it out for me, so it was all right. It was the owner of the skip and the owner's son. So it's quite funny. We're all coming out, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? The owner popped his head up and says, she's all right, she's with me. And he was in the skip. Quite funny, that. This new security guard. He should have been a police, traffic warden, whatever they're called. I know they have to do a job, not a police person, but traffic warden, you know, that don't give you a chance. One of them that, as you're driving away, they're trying to run beside you and put it on your car. One of them. Right, if I just show you that. What are we doing? Wish I'd found what? Oh, did you? Oh, right, yeah, the skip. Not telling you. It's a surprise. You're going to see him. You're going to see him. all about recycling. And then I was offered, somebody said, I'll buy a new one. I don't want a new one. That's what it's about. Right, here, I'm going to drop in another little bit. Just here. Like that. I am blooming enjoying this. Now, what I don't want you to do is listen to what I've just said and take that on board. I am not pushing my emotional baggage onto you in any way. So I don't want you going back thinking, oh, I'm feeling a bit. Push it away and say no. Say no to it, because I'm not giving it you. Just saying that's how I feel. I don't want anyone to say, oh, I feel so. No, don't want any of that. That's why whenever I say something, I don't want people to be, I'm not giving you my emotional baggage. So please don't apologise and say, oh, I'm feeling sorry for you, because I don't want that. I'm just getting it off my chest. Sometimes I might want that, and sometimes I certainly don't. And yeah, it's quite difficult to be rude to people when they're being nice to you, but sometimes you just need to, let be. So if you read that book, it'll explain the differences between empathy and sympathy. And I think I sort of got it sussed out. Empathy is when you can connect with that person because you've been there. And sympathy is when you pity. Oh, I'm sorry to do. No, you might be sorry, and everybody's sorry, but that's pity and sympathy. Empathy is saying that you've been in that position yourself. Hope that makes sense. Hello, Leanne. Blinds. I got some blinds, all right. Now you know. 8-foot blinds. I'm not telling you why. Right, now I'm just going to add some little dots. My lips are sealed. Like that. Got some dots there. I'm going to go around these ones. This is one of my nicest drawings for a while. I'm so chilled doing it. I love the shape. Absolutely adore the shape. I did do another one. And we all voted, well, I'm not leaving the site. Get off. What's going on here? Get off. Right, sorry. It says, are you leaving the site? No, I'm not. Oh, great stuff, Val. Hello, Leanne. Yeah, going. I've just been telling everybody about skip diving. And we're reading a book together, Rachel. Actually, do you know what? If you get the audio book, perhaps we could discuss it. Would you like to do that, Val? Because I would. I'd love to discuss it with people. If you read the book and you let us know, and if you'd like to discuss it, we can have a little group. And if you want to come in the group, not say anything, that's cool as well. Right, so I'm quite liking that. It is like, I'm not liking it, I'm absolutely loving it. Oh, dots. I can highly recommend, if you go onto my Amazon page, if you go to louwithers.com, it's all on there, right? And you don't have to go to my Amazon page. All you need to do is look up the thing that I use and then go and buy it wherever you want. And this is the Uniball Signo, but it's the angelic colour white, right? And it is the it's the narrow. I'll show you the difference, right? This is the broad. Oh, for God's sake, what's happened here? Come on. Right, there's the broad end and narrow it. Broad and narrow. They look slightly different. That's got a big end, not knob thing, cap. That's the broad. It's got broad on it, and that's the narrow. Narrow, not narrow. Right, okay, going back now. And you get a different end with this one. So here I'm just going to go, no, I'm going to go black, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Right, I'm going to go in with a bigger liner now just to create some nice drawn patterns. So let's think of some nice patterns. I love a nice pattern. I love a nice pattern. It's a love heart, but I like to see them as clovers. Now, some pens, because this is quite a scratchy paper, well, not scratchy, that's the wrong word. It's a rough paper, therefore it's got a tooth. So you get, it pulls, and it's really cool because that makes it sort of interesting to draw on. So I'm just going to put now I don't like that, but so it'll have to be coloured, but I'll go back over it when it's dry. And some pens I use in my templates, so when I'm drawing, it's straight up now, you see. Straight up and down, I get a really good... Right, will you go off? What is going on here? Get off. Right. Ooh. Oh, no. Right. I don't like that. Don't worry. When in doubt, put dots on your nipples. Right. So I've got a pattern forming, okay? And I'm going to do little... I don't know if you can see that. Like little antennae, but they're not. I like little additions. I'm only going to use 3, you see? So now I've got more on here, but I'm going to do 3 because I know it'll suit both sides. So I've got my 3 little patterns, that's good. And I'm just going to draw straight lines. Okay, I'm going to get my pen and draw a white line. I hope you can see that now. Right, what I've done is, where was I? There. See? So now what I'm going to do is like that, and then I'm going to get a finer pen and I'm going to go, and I've got a very fine checkerboard. Okay, I'm going to go to them because I really am not. There we go, much better. Made me laugh that. You mesmerised. Don't know what. Me chatting, me doing this. It's quite cool being able to just, you know, chat. Now I'm going to put a stitch in it, right? So I'm going to use the other pen because I think that's too scratchy for that. So I'm going to go in with Would it surprise you if we've got a range of stamps like this? Watch your space. Really? I shouldn't be doing it, but hey ho. My choice. Right, so what I've done is I've put in some extra lines, okay? And I really like the idea of extra lines in there because it just makes it like separate parts around it. So to make that visible, I'm just going to do a stitched line around it. So if you was drawing it or if you was doing this as a stitch, it would be like a blanket stitch, like that. And it's only to define the back from the front and front back of. So we could even decoupage this, we could stitch it, we could stuff it, stump work, black work. Oh, we've got Shiro, Anna later, Shiro, Anna. Oh, met her many, many years ago. I met her a couple of times actually. She was over with the big group at the Derbyshire one. Oh, what was it called? Jamie and Kasia now, isn't it? And we saw them when they did that big group one. I went with lots of people from the crafting industry. I went with Kay, and then there was loads of people there. And then there was art workshops, but I did it with that group as well. Brilliant. Right, here we're just going to draw lines in the middle of it. Right. Now you could even add more, or you could have different things to it. It's entirely up to you, but I'm just going to go upside down because it's easier for me to draw this pattern upside down, and it's just like they call it a feather, I think. Oh, hey, what's that one there? Oh, it's never mind. It's an invented one. Now this is like the veining on a leaf, so you continue the pattern both sides. You can do it alternate or random or just join in. I've got a few dodgy lines there, but seriously, if someone's coming that close, then they're not your friend, they're your enemy, aren't they? Blooming heck. They need to get that close. So there we go. We've got a nice fan pattern there. And I'm just going to put in some circles. I think I need a little cleft. There we go. Give it a bit more income. Impact. It's quite pretty now. Oh, thank you. Oh, you can get some holders which are brilliant, Leanne, and they allow you to hold the pens somewhat easier. Oh. So I've gone round them. I've given them a bit of pattern. I think it's a little bit too much, but hey, who cares? But here I'm going to just do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's why I did 2 short ones and then a longer one. And the longer one is like a nipple on a nipple on a nipple. So it's like a nipple, 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 nipple. There we go. Nipples on a nipple. So I'm going to do some white work in that now with my thinner pen. And I'm just going to do just put some little bits, dots, like that. I'm going to put in some white lines. Right. Like a stitch, a crewel stitch. So let's have a quick look at what we've got. I'm just going to do some white line there just to make it look like a jewel. I'm having the light coming that way, so it would hit things that way. Like that. Can you see now? Now the way to get these to work quite a little bit better is just to put on the opposite side. Just, can you see how it's just brought that? Like, it's just brought it up again. So again, in here we'll there we go, brought that up a little bit as well. Then we've got this pattern here. This looks really messy, so I'm going to go in with a pen. That's much better. There we go, much better. And what I'm doing is going in between the white lines. It's quite an easy way of drawing checkerboards. I'm going to lift this one with a white line there. Put a little bit of a glint on it. Sorry. A little bit of white there just to give it a little bit of, don't like them, rub them out. Right, I've got a little bit of work here to do, so to go back to what I was saying before, never be embarrassed. You never have to talk about your mental health. Never. And never be embarrassed about it. It's part of you. It's what's made you you. You can only try and be a better you. You can't be anybody else because they're taken. Just be you because you're wonderful. No smoke blowing either now. Ah, oh, Emma, go away. Have a great day, Emma. Thanks for everything you do. You're amazing. Right, so I've got that. I think it needs a little bit of a little bit of the depth. So I'm going to go on with the tessellated. Tessellated? No, I'm not. Pointillism. Oh, I'm having a right hot sweat. Not that you need to know that. But I've got this like quilt on, like a padded jacket to keep my back and neck warm because I'm having problems. And it's like, oh, is it that? Is it because the sun's come out? Or is it the fact that it's my age and I've got my own central heating system? And it's gone on. It's not on eco anymore. Oh, goodness me. Right. Get any sweat dripping on this. Don't worry, it's off my leg. Right, can you see? I'm going to do it here. Why am I using a little end when I've got a massive end here? Silly woman. Right. Bit of the old pointillism. See how it's made a difference? And this is on top of the pencil, so there we go. Pointillism there. When you've got paper bouncing like this, sometimes it makes all your pen marks go all like ticks. So you hold it down. Now what I'm going to do, because it's light here, I'm going to do dark. Be careful not to bunch them too much. Put them spaced out, because if you put too many on like that, it starts to look a bit weird, like you've got mold or something growing. See? So it would be wise at that point to get a finer one. And break it down a bit. See? Better now. Yeah, it did look like mold, I must admit. So we've got our bits and bobs. I'm looking to see if there's anything else I need. I could go on for hours doing this, so I'm conscious that people have lives. I'm like, where did I just draw? Okay, so I've got that, and I'm just going to put in thinner pen. So I think I've come to an end now of ranting and discourse and rubbish like that. So just going to bring out. I'm not actually touching the whole surface, like in and out of the lines. I'm just because I've got ins and outs and stuff, so I'm not paying too much attention. I'm just blending it out, and I'll show you when I've got a blender in a minute. Got a blender with me. What's that? Lucky handprint. Let's just get rid of it. Right, so we've got a little bit of a halo. Bear in mind, you don't have to do any of this. Sit down and colour. Get the kids, the grandkids, whoever. Grab a neighbour. Don't grab a stranger, because they might not want to, but you know what I mean? They might have a difference of opinion regarding religions and stuff. So don't just be careful who you're grabbing. Grab a granny. Used to have a Manchester club called that. The Ritz. Still there, called Grab a Granny night. I wouldn't mind, but all those grannies are now my age. You know what I mean? Here's me slagging them off when I was off to the Hacienda. Needless to say, I'm there now with grannies. Well, I don't go there now. You never had to dance either. You stood on the edge of the dance floor, and it was that old. It used to wobble. So you just stand there. You looked like you were dancing your rocks off, but you were actually still. It's one of them where you wipe your feet on the way out, or your feet stuck to the carpet with beer. Ew. You don't have a 5-second rule there. Right, I think I'm... Oh, great, Jenny. Hi, Dawn. I hope you're feeling better. Delma, hello. I hope you and Michael are okay. I'm not decided whether I like it like that yet, because I think this wibbly wobbly line is too wibbly wobbly. So what I might do is just... Yeah, that's better for me. Because I'm looking at it on the screen now and it looks not what I want. So change it. If you don't like it, it's not finished. Alexa, stop. Don't care if she wore a dress. I'll get shot for that. That's better. I'm liking that better. So anyway, I'm so happy that you was able to join me. I'm going to be back on probably Easter Sunday, because some people might be alone as well. I'm sorry if you're having a bit of a wobble. That was me. Don't adjust the set. I'm going to go put my headset on. If you go and have a look, I shared it on the page. Diane was filming me, showing David how to put my headset on. And that's how I stitch. I look like I'm going either... I was telling people that was my forgery mask. Do you know what? They didn't disbelieve me. Terrible, isn't it? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Tickle, tickle, tickle. I'm tickling. Tickle. Little tickle. Not even using it. Tickle. Tickle, tickle. Oh, come on. I think she's empty. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there because otherwise I'm going to be here all day. And I might get my washing out in a minute. So I'm going to love you and leave you. It's probably Easter Sunday now, unless I've got something, I'm looking at what we've got booked in and I fit around that. Please join us tonight. Oh, thank you, everybody. I've pop in tonight and see the wonderful Finnabar. Love her. Shiro, love it. I love anybody who's a bit innovative. Yeah, that is the word, isn't it? Innovative. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for your time. If you'd like to go on the website, it's louwithers.com, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It makes a big difference to me. I'm trying to get up so I can get some advertising and stuff. And it takes everybody who posts on YouTube, need people to watch it all the way through, pass it, share it, drag them in and press that button. Cheers. And if you'd like to support me, go to louwithers.com, and I really appreciate it. Thank you to all my patrons. And don't forget to go and have a look at your little gifts from me. Lots of love. Take care of you and your head. Bye.